Good afternoon, everyone. We're going to have two press conferences today because the room looks a lot bigger on the internet. So we're going to start off with some very special fights. Of course, ahead of a huge night of boxing, April 28th at the fantastic Barclays Centre, live on HBO, live on Sky Sports, live all around the world. And of course, we're going to be having the main press conference in about 15 minutes with Danny Jacobs, Jarrell Miller, up here with their teams and their opponents, Sulecki and Johan duhaupas as well. And we've got a couple of very, very important fights on the card, even away from these guys. It's a stacked card on Saturday night, and we have World Championship boxing up here as well. And we have some very special guests, particularly the debut of Danny Yulusinov, the 2016 Olympic gold medalist from Kazakhstan. This guy is a phenomenal talent. And when I got the first bit of contact from Zia and Joe and Elvis to sign this guy, I knew I'd seen him on TV, I'd seen him in the Olympics in Brazil. I spoke to the people at GB Boxing and they said this boy is the real deal. Let me tell you, when I went to Kazakhstan recently, this guy is on another level. He's the David Beckham boxing of sport in Kazakhstan. He's a real superstar out there. We're expecting a huge Kazakh community at the Barclays Centre on Saturday night. And I'm going to welcome up to the stage to say a few words, along with Zia as well, the 2016 Olympic gold medalist. Please welcome Danny Yulusinov.
Just want to thank my team and people of Kazakhstan for supporting me. I'm excited to begin my professional journey on Saturday night at Barclays Center. Thank you. Я очень рад на казахском. Мен өте қуаныштымын. Бүгін пресс-конференция өтіп жатыр. Ертең сенбі күні бірінші жекпе-жегіме шығамын. Өте қуаныштымын. Бүкіл қазақ халқын қуантамын деген ойдамын. Жеңіске жетемін деген ойдамын. Әлем чемпионы боламын деген сенімдемін. Барлықтарыңызға рахмет. Жанкүйер болыңыздар, келіңіздер, көріңіздер. Рахмет.
And I just want to thank Matchroom Boxing, my partners, Boxing Stars Management Group, Kazakhstan people, the people who help us, support us, Mr. Senator Chuck Schumer, who helped us to organize the travel, everything. We want to thank Kieran Stanton, Roy Stanton Foundation for support. Thank you very much, all of you. Thank you.
Okay, every now and again, a young fighter slips through the net. I'm looking at Anthony Cantazaro at the back there. He knows who I'm talking about. I'm going to swear now, so I apologise for that. So we have to cut this bit out. This man is a dangerous motherfucker. Right there. Shojihan Ergashev. 11 fights, 11 wins, 11 KOs. He is, I believe, one of the top 140-pound fighters in world boxing right now. He challenges for his first title at the Barclays on Saturday night. So please, big round of applause, Shojihan Ergashev.
Hello, New York City. Всем спасибо. Мне приглашает это шоу 28-го. Я готов драться 28-го. Но перед боем не хочу плохого слова, но точно будет сопернику тяжело. Я готов 28-го драться. Приезжайте, посмотрите. Но хочу показать красивый бой 28-го. Всем спасибо.
Hello, New York. Thanks, everybody. 28 April, it will be a very nice show and it will be a very hard fight, but come to see me, come support me. I will show you a beautiful box. Thank you very much.
Well, yeah, I know, I owe you $200. Okay, I'm not going to swear this time because we have two fantastic female fighters up on stage. Our World Championship boxing on Saturday night, I believe one of the biggest stars in the sport of boxing, not just women's boxing, in Katie Taylor, the WBA lightweight champion of the world, attempting to unify the division against IBF champion Victoria Bustos. Welcome to Natalia Rivero and her team as well. This young lady is a phenomenal talent. She boxed at Barclays Centre before, she boxed at Wembley Stadium in front of 90,000 people, she's boxed at the Millennium Stadium in front of 80,000 people. Just a huge star from Ireland. 5-time world amateur champion, 6-time European amateur champion, Olympic gold medalist, and already WBA champion of the world. She has by far the toughest fight of her career on Saturday night against the longest reigning world champion in women's boxing. And at this time, I'd like to welcome up Toro Bustos to say a few words with Natalia.
Hola, ¿qué tal? Buenos días a todos. Bueno, estoy muy feliz por estar acá, por esta gran oportunidad. Muchas gracias al promotor y a mi promotor Osvaldo Rivero y Natalia Rivero. Y bueno, vamos a tratar de dar lo mejor como siempre en cada pelea este sábado 28 de abril frente a una gran rival, Katie Taylor, y a tratar de llevarnos el cinto a casa, que es lógico, queremos ganar.
All right, good afternoon everyone. Victoria wants to thank Eddie Hearn and all his team from Matchroom. Thank you very much for working here with us. She wants to thank as well Osvaldo Rivero, my father, the promoter. Well, on Saturday she will be facing Katie Taylor, a great opponent, very tough, but she will be doing a great fight. She will give her best to unify both crowns and bring the titles back home to Argentina. Thank you very much to everyone.
Thank you, and a big welcome up to the stage. As I said, 5-time world amateur champion, 6-time European amateur champion, Olympic gold medalist, current WBA lightweight champion of the world, Katie Taylor.
Thank you so much. Thanks to Eddie and Matchroom and Sky again for this opportunity. The Barclays Centre seems like a home from home at this stage. It was great to box with last time. I'm so excited about this fight Saturday evening. Victoria Bustos is a proven champion, she's a great champion, and I feel like there's so much great publicity now in women's boxing at the moment because of these fights that are happening at the moment. So it's a great opportunity for both of us, and it's always been my dream and ambition to unify the title, so I'm very confident going to get in the ring Saturday evening. So thank you so much for the support.
Thank you, Katie. Part of a huge undercard on Saturday night. We have Larry Fryers, Jason Sosa as well on the card, Dimash as well, and again these fantastic young talents up here. Ergashev in his first title fight, the debut of Olympic gold medalist Daniil Lusinov, and the unification fight between Katie Taylor and Bustos as well for the IBF and WBA World Championship. We're going to have some quick photos up here, and then we have 5 minutes, and then we'll bring the HBO portion up with our good friends from HBO and Peter Nelson. Thank you. Thank you, Katie.
Everybody's doing
Back here. Katie, back here.
Can you move the phone? Thank you.
Is that alright, Jen?
Yeah.
Face to face, please. Face to face. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, our main event press conference here. As I said before, it's a delight to be at the Barclays Centre on Saturday night. A special thank you to Brett Yormark and to Anthony Cantanzaro. I think two of the hardest working guys in the event business for boxing right now. What they've built at the Barclays Centre is fantastic. A huge thank you to HBO Boxing and to Peter Nelson for their belief, of course, in Danny Jacobs, and also we look forward to a fantastic card on April 28th at Brooklyn. Thank you as well to our UK partners Sky Sports, Adam Smith and the team who have flown out as well. And as we talk about these two great fights on Saturday night, I'd also like to thank the WBA, Oliver Gomez, Gilberto Mendoza as well. These fights, two world title eliminators, and of course the main event, a final eliminator for the WBA middleweight championship of the world, and a fight with Gennady Golovkin. First of all, I'm going to welcome up to the stage on the challenger side, if you like, and our heavyweight contest. It's a great fight between two very, very hard-hitting, talented, world-ranked heavyweights that are looking to secure their shot at the world heavyweight title. Firstly, I think we have a big round of applause. We saw him in a great fight with Deontay Wilder, won 11 rounds for the World WBC Heavyweight Championship of the World. From France, Johan duhaupas.
Thank you. C'est un honneur pour moi d'être ici aujourd'hui à New York. J'adore les USA, je regarde les combats de boxe depuis que je suis petit, qui se sont déroulés dans cette ville. Donc c'est vraiment pour moi un rêve d'enfant que je vais réaliser samedi soir.
It's really an honor for me to be here in New York. I have watched fights happening in New York since I was a child, and it's really an honor to come to fight here.
J'aimerais remercier Elia pour cette opportunité. Je sais que j'en aurais pu maintenant, j'en aurais pu 10. Je me suis préparé très bien avec mon entraîneur Dave Goldberg ici présent. Je suis prêt samedi et je ne vais pas louper ma chance.
I'd like to thank Eddie Hearn for the opportunity because I know I will have 10 more like that. I had a very good training camp with my coach and I'm ready for Saturday.
Merci à tous, merci. Je pense que j'en ai assez dit et je vous donne rendez-vous samedi.
Thank you all. I think I said enough. I'll see you on Saturday.
Okay, young guy, straight out of Brooklyn. This is what this show's called, and there's two reasons for that. Real personality in the heavyweight division, but a fine fighter, coming off two big wins against Gerald Washington and against Marius Wack last time out on HBO. I think the defining fight of Gerald Big Baby's career on Saturday night. A big New York and Brooklyn welcome, please, for Gerald Big Baby Miller.
What's up, guys? How you guys doing today? You know, I'm home. I'm relaxed. You know, I got my jeans on, my Big Baby T-shirt. You know, it is what it is, man. I'm coming to put in work. We're back on HBO again. You know, undercarding for my boy Danny Jacobs. So you know, I got a woman to bring up, put some bodies on the mat for him, and go tune in, man. Let's tune in April 28th, man. There's a lot of talk about my next fight. I ain't worried about that. You know, I'm worried about Johan duhaupas and making a statement come Saturday. And I'll take it from there, man. No hard work, dedication, cheeseburgers, man. I'm gonna leave it short and sweet and tune in, you know what I mean? Oh, sensei, let's go.
Hello everyone, hello New York. Today is to a big fight, today is to a big test, and thank you very much that you give me a chance. Thank you very much, Maciej Boxing, Eddie Hearn, thank you very much, HBO, Peter Nelson, and thank you to Danny. And so, I'm ready, I'm hitly, I'm very determined, I'm strong, I'm fast, and I'm ready on a very difficult fight. I was very good camp with my coach, Andrew Mitruk. Hello Andrew. I had great sparring partners from USA, from England, and I'm ready, and I can't wait until Saturday. See you Saturday. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Maciej. Excellent English there as well. Well done. Thank you. Genuinely, it was fantastic. I couldn't speak Polish for me. Peter Nelson talked earlier about, is there room for gentlemen in the sport of boxing? And I think absolutely. I think it's always important to have a great ambassador in the sport, a great role model in the sport that the young people coming through at grassroots level can look up to, and parents can look at and say, I've no problem with you wanting to be like this man. And that man, of course, is Danny Jacobs. But I kind of get the feeling this time around, we're going to forget about that man. We're going to see, as sometimes he alludes to, the Brownsville come out in this guy. Because I've got a feeling you're going to see a very special performance from Danny Jacobs on Saturday night. You're going to see the bad man come out. You're going to see a statement being made at the Barclays Centre. And I'll say it again. I've said it before, I'll say it again. This guy is the best middleweight on the planet. And right about now, the middleweight division is splitting up so beautifully. Like, you can almost see it. We've drawn this in our minds, the way that this is all playing out. You know, you've got Canelo, and you've got Gennady Golovkin, who's a wonderful competitor, who's going to be defending his title next week on HBO. They're doing their thing. The winner of this fight will go on to be the mandatory challenger of Gennady Golovkin. But right now, I see Daniel Jacobs as, even at this stage in his career, the emerging star again of the middleweight division. And we're game for all those big fights. Gennady Golovkin, possibly a shot at another title that might become vacant. Mr. Charlo has been running his mouth recently. We loved that fight as well. We all saw what Danny did to him in the corridor of the bar. I think we're still looking for his soul, which he left there. But on a serious note, this is a wonderful contest. And I think this is the kind of fight where Danny Jacobs can come out and make a great statement on Saturday night. To introduce his fighter, again, it's wonderful working with people in the sport of boxing and great managers who care for their fighters. And this guy is like family to Danny Jacobs, and I know vice versa, because he busted my balls for one hell of a deal. But it's all good, because he's worth every moment of it. I'd like to introduce, to say a few words on behalf of his fighter, introducing Danny Jacobs' manager, Keith Connolly.
Thank you, Eddie. I don't know if this is a big crowd or just a small room, but thanks for everybody coming. I want to thank Peter Nelson. When he first said that he wanted to sign up Danny Jacobs, he said he was going to make him a star and give him the platform that he needed, and so far I think he's definitely done that. As well as Eddie Hearn. Eddie Hearn's the best promoter in the world in my eyes. He's always out there fighting for his fighters, and he's done the same thing for Danny. It's kind of a weird situation this week because there's not really a lot of trash talking going on. You have two really good guys. Sulecki is a gentleman, and as Peter Nelson said earlier, and Eddie as well, I think Danny's the best ambassador for the sport. He's a guy that people can really look up to. So I'm expecting a really good fight on Saturday, and hopefully everybody makes it.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the dais, Danny Jacobs.
Thanks everyone for coming. I want to thank a lot of people. It's not just me I'm representing up here, it's my whole team. My trainer, since I very first started, put on my first pair of gloves, Andre Rozier, the whole team. Scooter, always making sure my strength and condition is on point. I want to thank Matchroom Boxing for giving me the platform, making sure that I can be promoted to the world and get the best opportunities. And also HBO for believing in me, even after a very controversial decision. I'm very grateful for that, so thank you. Yeah, I think a lot of people need to understand that boxing is a bad sport in itself, and it's not appealing to parents, right? We know that. And I think guys like myself, guys like Andre Ward, and so many people like that are ambassadors of the sport, but the key is to be a beast inside that ring, and that's what I'm looking forward to doing Saturday night. I have an opportunity of a lifetime. The WBA just mandated me for Golovkin's belt again, so you guys know how vocal I've been about calling these guys out and wanting to get back into the ring, but to no avail. So now, mandatory is set in place, but I have to go through a very tough guy, a very skillful guy as well. He's coming from Poland, he's undefeated. He just knocked out Charlo's last opponent. He was the first to do it. And you know, I have to respect this guy. I'm looking forward to both guys coming forward. Not like the last fight where we got a bit trash talking, and you know, it was the opposite once we got in the ring. This fight is going to be two bulls coming straight at each other, and it's going to be fireworks. I'm grateful that it's at the Barclay. Can't remember the last time I stepped foot in the Barclay performing, so I'm glad I get a chance to be in front of my home crowd, my home team, and my fans in general. Thank you guys for all that you do for boxing, making it the greatest sport in the world. I look forward to Saturday night, and hopefully I'll see all you guys there. Thank you.
Thank you, Danny, and thanks for everyone for turning up today, the media particularly. Great night of boxing on Saturday. Do not miss it. We're going to be kicking off around 6:15 at the Barclays Centre, as Peter said, live on HBO from 10 PM. We're going to have photos up here with the two guys head to head, and then we're going to make our way to the Sunshine, where everybody will be available for one-on-one meetings. Thank you so much for coming. The weigh-in tomorrow, 1 PM at the Barclays Centre. We'll see you there. Thank you very much.
Danny Jacobs. No, the other guy, the French guy.
Face to face. Let me know when you're ready to go.
Please stay down in the front. Come to the red hat first, please.
Guys, right here.